You hear people say like, yeah, when this girl was young, she loved ice skating, and then she became an ice skater when she's later. When you're young, you gotta show some kind of initiative in what you like to do. You know, actually stole like a 4-track recorder. You know, I just acquired it, let's say, and from there, just kind of started recording god-awful music, dude. Throughout high school, did all the music, you know, jazz band, it was in that, orchestra type stuff. So after high school, you know, I kind of had to figure out what I wanted to do for a living, and like I didn't want to follow in my friends' footsteps and go to school for something that I wasn't going to do, you know. And so I ended up going to the school called the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Science. After school, you know, that's what I did, interns in Chicago, did that for a while, and then ended up leaving because you had to be in a union. There was a lot of dues you had to pay, so, you know, ended up going back to Phoenix and Flag. And actually back in the conservatory, that's where I ended up meeting Will. He was one of the instructors there. Years and years later, me and Will reconnect. I was in this band called I Watch Her Die. I was doing that thing. And it was real serious, like that was what I was kind of committing in. And we had, you know, kind of a problem breakthrough, in which case we lost a guitarist. So I was like, I know a guy named Will. We give Will all the tabs, and we have like one day to practice with him. So he shows up and he knows all the tracks. You know, stuff started falling apart as far as the band, a lot of people butting heads. So that band, I ended up leaving. I took a long break, and then me and Will ended up reconnecting and trying to do, you know, one last kind of project kind of thing. You know, this new project, this is basically my last attempt. Like, you know, with music, it is a dying industry. I decided, you know, I'm gonna try this one more album. I'm gonna do something that I really want to do. I want something that's heavy, you know, metal, but very different. Engineer the songs, see if it takes off, then put a band together. But I guarantee the shape of metal to come is going to be straight on symphonic. Bands in the past, I'm going to take what I learned from those that are positive, that helped, you know, the stuff that obviously didn't work or wasn't happening, cut it loose, and at this point it's like like an aged wine. It's just basically refining until, you know, inevitably it's going to be that final product.